Okay, so get yourself nice and comfortable here on your mat. If it helps, walk your heels towards the back sides, and that way you can lengthen your spine and press it down into the mat. Palms of the hands on top of the belly. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Long, soft exhale out through the mouth. And same again, breathing in through the nose, feeling the belly rise and swell up towards the sky. And on the exhale to deflate. So up next, we're going to bring both knees in towards the chest, give the legs a little squeeze and hug in towards you, and gently sway the knees side to side, massaging your back there into the floor. Now we're going to keep hold of our left leg, lift up towards that left shoulder, extend your right leg out in front. So we've got the right heel hovering off the floor because we are going to be swinging this right leg up and down. So lock that left leg into place. And as you're swinging this right leg up and down, keep it in alignment with the hips. This is a good one to warm up the hips, also the core, the legs. Just get things gently moving here. Nothing heavy at all. If it's too much, you can slightly bend the knee. Don't do as many reps, etc. Okay, so we're going to switch sides now. Lock this right leg into place. Imagine you're lifting it up towards your shoulder. Extend that left leg up. And yep, you've got it. Moving that leg up and down. So this is a good one to sort of warm up. It's also just quite nice for your circulation as well. Just kind of swing, especially if you've got kind of really tight legs or tired legs from a long day. This is a good one as well. Okay, so up next, we're going to bring both knees in towards the chest, but now open the knees out super wide, coming into what's called your happy baby. The soles of the feet face the ceiling. If you're mega tight, then we can hold on to the hamstrings instead. And don't focus on like where the feet are necessarily. Just get used to opening up the hips because this can feel a bit strange to people. They're just not used to it. But of course, if you want to carry on, then you can either have soles of the feet facing the ceiling, holding onto your ankles, or maybe holding onto your feet instead. And just ground your lower back into the floor, relaxing your shoulders. So maybe breathe and focus on the rib cage opening up here as you inhale. And as you exhale, bringing everything back down onto the mat. Now we're going to let go of our left leg and start to lower that down towards the floor. So if it's too much at this stage, which, straightening out the leg can be, bend the knee and place that left foot on the floor. And keep this right knee drifting out towards your right hand side. Just avoid tilting. So you want to press your left butt cheek into the mat still. And then we're going to change sides back into your happy baby. Lower your right leg down. Again, could be straight leg, could be bent knee. I do work with students where they're like, I don't know what to do with this leg. So you can get two hands involved for this one and kind of hold the leg there into position. So you can start to get used to coming into your happy baby rather than like awkwardly trying to hold onto the foot. You don't need to do that. Okay, so back into our happy baby. And again, gently swaying side to side. Good stuff. All right, next we're going to go into bridge pose. So bring the feet down, walk your heels towards the back side. You want your feet hip distance apart, and then hands can be placed down by the sides of your body. So as we start to lift the hips up, firm your buttocks and your hamstrings, and lift the chest up towards the sky. You can wriggle your shoulder blades a bit closer together if you want to. Keep your back of your neck nice and long, and press down through shoulders to hands and strongly through the feet. So you want to supercharge the legs and the buttocks in this pose. Take another breath. And then finally broaden your shoulders. And when we come down, we're going to roll down the spine from the top to the bottom. So you'll feel like you're trying to tilt your pelvis and kind of tuck it under. Keep drawing navel to spine as you slowly lower down. And the last thing to touch the floor is the tailbone. All right, so we're going to bring ourselves up to come onto all fours. Okay, so bring the legs through and round. Spread the fingers out nice and wide and push away your yoga mat. We're going to start to move into cat and cow.
If you need a bit of a refresher,
your head is down for your cat stretch, rounding your spine, and then lift the chin, chest, and heart up,
and the sit bones up for your cow pose.
So as an example, you might choose to inhale on your cat stretch, like I'm doing now, rounding my spine. And then on your exhale
is where you come into your cow pose.
You can breathe the other way around.
So I'm trying not to talk
too much into the mic when my head is down. I don't want to shout at you. All right, so look in between the hands, tuck the toes underneath. We're actually going to lift up into downward facing dog. So push away your yoga mat and maybe all of your problems. Push those away as well. Broaden your shoulders, roll them away from your ears, and then take a walk on the spot. And I love doing this. All my students love doing these lovely treads for the ankles, the hamstrings, backs of the knees. Just feels so good. And next we're going to push forwards into plank pose. And it's normal to feel like, oh, things feel a bit compact here. So you can kind of shuffle the feet back if you want to a little bit. And then you're going to lift up into downward dog again. So head down. No need to adjust the hands and feet at this stage. So when you're in your plank pose, pause. And then when you lift up in downward dog, you can stay high up onto the balls of the feet. It's just really good practice and really good training there for coming into planks and being able to tolerate them. So make sure you keep your shoulders above your wrists for your plank pose and avoid sagging your hips down. All right, so we're going to bring the knees down and then move back into child's pose and just take a moment to rest. If you want to, you can have the knees out wide with this one, or you can have the knees together. Arms can be out in front, or hands can be stacked one on top of the other, and rest the head down. Take another breath in your pose. And then finally come back up. So this time we're going to take some vinyasas next. You'll come up into your downward facing dog, then into your plank pose. If you want to, you can bring your knees down for a mermaid plank, pointy toes at the back. Lower the body down into chaturanga and rise up
into a gentle cobra. So the elbows can be bent. You can straighten your arms if you wish though.
And then we're going to bring that lift in again for downward facing dog. From here, moving forwards, you can make it flow a bit more now into your plank. You can bring your knees down. Chaturanga Dandasana coming down.
Rising up into cobra one more time.
Lift up. Downward facing dog. Into your plank pose. Mermaid plank, bring the knees down. Lower down into Chaturanga, rising up
into cobra. Now we're actually going to roll the body all the way down towards the floor and then stack the hands one on top of the other. I'm going to move back a bit. I feel like I'm crashing into my wall. Okay, I was going to lie down, but then I suddenly thought, is this going to affect the mic? So we don't want to do that for you. So you can rest your chin down on your hands and you can bend your knees and gently sway the feet side to side. So this can be quite nice for the tummy, hips and thighs. It's not for everyone though. I do meet the odd, sort of not odd person, you know what I mean? Like the odd occasion where you meet someone and they're like, it doesn't really suit me. So we can go into different variations about that if you want to message me and just be like, hey, can you help me out? It'd be too long to go into it with this video. All right, so we're going to lower the feet back down and then push and come back up from our yoga mat. Now this time we're going to lift up into a downward dog, split this time. So we're going to lift our right leg up towards the sky, square off your shoulders. Okay, so don't kind of stick your ribs and your shoulders too far out to the side. And then we're going to switch sides now. So start to lift the left leg up towards the sky, keep the head down in between the arms, keep pushing away the floor. And then finally lower the foot down and bring the knees to come down. Take your left toes out towards the side, right foot all the way around towards the back. Sweep the right leg round and open up chest and heart to face either the side, or you might be at that stage where you can roll your shoulders and your ribs back and turn it a bit more into a back bend. So without sweeping the leg round sort of behind you, you're not going to get the back bend either as well. So it's kind of the mixture of everything that makes up this pose. Then come down over towards the other side, right toes out towards the side, left foot back, sweep it round and open up. So again, facing out to the side or rolling the ribs and the shoulder back, trying to face up towards the ceiling. And then come down. Let's do one more on the other side. Left toes out towards the side, right foot back, sweep it round, open up. Now, if you want to, let's play. So we can lift this right foot off the ground maybe, and maybe go into hand to foot bind. Are you at that stage yet? Are you there? If not, please don't worry about it. And everyone looks different. Some people in my classes have like the heel really close in, and then other people prefer a bit more of a banana back bend, bringing the heel further away. So I'll leave that one up to you. Let's go for it on the other side, okay? Right toes out, left foot back, sweep the leg round. Whoa, balance, lift up. And then if you want to, you can kind of lift
the left foot off the ground. So it's like, ta-da, bit of a starfish moment here. Or you can bring heel towards backside. So it depends on kind of abilities and what your preference is as well. Some people just can't get the hand to foot bind just yet. So it's okay. You know, it took me time as well. Don't just expect it to happen, no way. All right, so then slowly come on out. I like to do a little bit of cat and cow just to iron things out after all of that. And then finally lifting up into your downward facing dog. Pause and hold here for a couple of breaths. Make sure your heels are masked behind the fronts of your ankles and broaden your shoulders. Avoid dropping your head down towards the floor, but also avoid looking up. This is a common thing as well. Keeping that neck nice and long. Take another breath. And then slowly start to walk the feet forwards towards the hands. Coming into a gentle forward fold, we're bending the knees, feet hip distance apart, and hang down nice and heavy. So some people might argue and be like, I really want to straighten out my legs, maybe even though they can't, or they just want to. But actually bending the knees just really helps to focus on lengthening and decompressing the lower spine. So it's very therapeutic, really helpful indeed, and can take away that pressure from overly trying to stretch out the hamstrings. Keep your neck nice and long. And I can feel I'm leaning a lot of pressure into my heels at the moment. So I'm just going to slightly lean and shift my weight forward, a bit more into the toes. So I feel a little bit more balanced out now. And then whenever you're ready, slowly sit yourself down onto the buttocks. So you just don't want to see stars, which is a common thing with yoga. And it could be down to like lack of hydration and salts in the body, electrolytes, potassium, etc. So it might be time to think about like your hydration levels and the type, rather than just purely drinking water. Like, can you get the sort of right hydration in for yourself? But it could be that you're moving a bit too quick, or the temperature, etc. Or hormones, they can play a really big difference as well. So let's not get into that. Let's lie down, okay? So whenever you're ready, let's get ourselves back down on the mat, back to where we started, and just take a few moments to allow the body to just absorb all that goodness, all that movement. I think it's really important to remind ourselves sometimes to be grateful for the movement that we can do. Because we can be really hard on ourselves that, you know, I can't do this and I can't do that. I'm not flexible enough. I'm not strong enough. Let's focus on the things that you can do. You might have even surprised yourself in today's practice with what you could do. You might have found that, oh my goodness, now I can do more. I can actually do more than I realized, or more than you did now. It's brilliant if that's the case. Let's take a nice deep inhale through the nose, feeling the belly rise and swell. And on the exhale, to deflate. Whenever you're ready, slowly bring yourself back up to a seated position. I really hoped this little express flow helped and got you out of whatever funk you were in, or you found that it was just really helpful to move if you're feeling really tight. Don't forget, you can find me over on my Patreon, and I also have my online and on-demand platform as well. Sorry, I'm a little bit spaced out. You can also find all the details for that at namasyoga.com. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time on the yoga mat. Bye.